Welcome. In this video, I'm going to go over how to evaluate a definite integral using the substitution rule. Now, let's first choose our choice, or excuse me, choose our choice. Let's choose our w. So we're going to look at the inner function, and that's 4x minus 7. So let w equal 4x minus 7. Then the derivative of w with respect to x, so dw, is equal to this derivative with respect to x. So this is the derivative of 4x is just 4. The derivative of negative 7 is 0. So we have 4 dx. Now I don't have an extra 4 out here, so I'm going to have to replace this out here. What I mean is I have a simple straightforward dx. I don't have dx by itself here, but if I divide both sides by 4, or that is multiply both sides by 1/4, I end up with 1/4 dw equals dx. Do you see how now we have a matching dx? This tells me that dx is the same thing as 1/4 dw. So I'm going to go ahead, and to make it really clear, let me brighten this up with a different color here. 1/4 dw. So I have my 1/4 here and my dw. And in these parentheses where I used to have 4x minus 7, I now just have my straightforward w. Okay, so now we need to look at our limits of integration. I need to look at the lower limit, and then I also need to look at my upper limit. So let's start with the lower limit. So remember, these are x's, so when x equals 0, what does w equal? Let's look here. W equals 4 times 0 minus 7 is equal to negative 7. So that'll go here. Now, when x equals 1, w equals 4, and I'm just using what we already stated w is equal to. We are the ones that chose w is equal to 4x minus 7. So I'm going to write 4 times 1 minus 7, and that's negative 3. Okay, so this colorful integral, let me rewrite it with a little less color, is 1/4 times the integral of negative 7 to negative 3 of w to the 2/3 power dw. So 1/4 times w to the 2/3 plus 1 over 2/3 plus 1, evaluated from negative 7 to negative 3. Now, please be really careful here. We've changed our limits of integration, so we do not need to replace our w with x. We can stick with just using these w's as is. So I have 1/4 now. Now 2/3 plus 1 is w to the 5 over 3 power. And we're multiplying that to the reciprocal of this denominator. And again, 2/3 plus 1 is 5 over 3. And the reciprocal of this is 3/5. So let's go ahead and multiply that here. And again, we're evaluating from negative 7 to negative 3. Okay, so I have 3 over 20 times negative 3 minus 3 over 20 times negative 7. So let's see, this is 9 over 20 plus 21 over 20, and that's equal to 30 over 20, or just 3 over 2. Okay, so what we have figured out is the definite integral of 4x minus 7 to the 2/3 power from 0 to 1, dx is equal to 3/2, or 1.5. That is the area under this curve here. Above the x-axis and below this curve, between 0 and 1, is 1.5 or 3/2. Please keep calm and math on.